Hi kids, my name is Wahima and welcome to my channel. You want to start out with a clean and moisturized face. Today I'm going to start out with my MAC Pro Palette corrector called Pure Orange, and that's correctors are different from concealers because they're more orange, or more in the orange family. So I'm putting that underneath my eyes, and I'm going to also put that on any dark spots that I have on my skin, any blemishes that I might have on my skin, and it's going to help to even out my skin tone once I put on my foundation. I apologize for my mirror blocking what I'm doing, but I'm just adding corrector to that part of my face. There's a lot of blemishes there because I used to pick at pimples and things that were on the my jawline. And I highly regret doing that. So it's the one thing I'm going to tell my girls or my kids: don't pick at them. Yes, I'm still correcting on my face, and then I'm going to soon add my foundation. The other color that is in that palette is what I'm going to be using for my contour, and that color is called Deep Brown. Using my Sonia Kashuk stippling brush, I'm going to go ahead and apply my foundation with this brush. I really like the brush because I feel like it puts a nice even light coat, and if I choose to put more, I can do that on my own. And also, just as a warning, I'm watching Scandal throughout this video, well, at least the beginning part of the video, so if I'm looking over to the left, that's what I'm doing. Finally some moisturizer on these bubblegum dry lips. So after I'm done with my foundation, I'm going to go ahead and add more corrector over any blemishes that are still poking through, and blend those out really well so you can't see it, but it covers the blemishes. I like to add corrector or concealer to my chin and to my forehead and to my cheeks, or right underneath my eyes, because I feel like it adds more dimension and levels back to my skin that the foundation takes away. How do you let an old man rape you? Ugh. I would pot him with every fucking thing in my body. Now you guys know, if you watch this show, that Melly did not fight as hard as she could. She could have screamed and kicked to get Jerry off of her, or whatever his name is, Fitz's daddy, off of her. So that's all I have to say about that. Anyways. Okay, so now I'm adding my contour, and that's the deep brown from my MAC Pro kit that I made up. Adding it to my cheek area. I'm going to also add it to my temples and to my jawline. Okay, now for the people out there who are darker than me and you haven't been able to find a contour that's going to work for you, what you need to do is you just need to highlight. Forgo contouring and just highlight the areas of your face that you want to pull forward. So you're going to want to highlight underneath the eye, above the cheek area. You're going to want to highlight the bridge of your nose, your chin. You're going to want to highlight where I'm highlighting on my face right now. And that's going to pull those features forward, and it's going to let the other part recede. So that's the trick for that. And initially it might look a little weird, but you're just going to have to really blend it out well and find some colors that are going to work to not make you look like you're shading your skin or that you're trying to change your skin tone. And I'm going to try to do a video on that, see if I can find some colors to give you an idea of what I mean. But until then, just watch what you can of what I do and work at your own pace and try your best. So now I'm just blending out my highlight and my contour with this brush is by Ilamasa, and I'm just using that to brush out or blend out my contour, and then I'm using my finger to blend out my highlighter. And now I have Ben Nye setting powder in Topaz, and I'm just going to use that on all the places that I've highlighted. Sorry girl, I am looking off to the left all throughout this, but Quinn is acting up. Huck needs to get his girl because she is out of order. So anyways, just adding the Topaz to all the places that I've highlighted, as you can see. And I set this area so that they don't bleed and run into each other, so that the color stays where it's supposed to stay on my skin. Okay, now so I'm going back in and adding a little bit more contour. It's funny because in the beginning I used to be scared of contour. Now I love it and I'm not scared. So, yep, adding a little bit more. Okay, feeling good about the way my face looks, so I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. I'm using my MAC concealer brush along with NW50 concealer to outline my eyebrows. And then I'm going to go in with a brow kit color in soft charcoal with my MAC 266 angled brush, and I'm just going to color in my eyebrows so that they are a little bit thicker and fuller. Okay, so now I'm blending out the concealer on the top part of my eyebrow, leaving the concealer on the under part of my eyebrow for when I add on my highlighter eyeshadow later. Okay, so what you didn't see me do was add on some bronzer from that kit that I got at the dollar store in West Covina. So I'm just going to lightly add it to that part of my face that you see me adding it on there. And then I'm going to use my Love Thing blush by MAC, and I'm just going to add that to my cheeks. And that has a little bit of bronzer too, so I'm a little like, not a little, I'm a lottie. I have a lot of glow going on this morning. So that's Stubborn, and I'm just going to add that to the apples of my cheek to give it more of a saturated color on my cheek. Because I love blush, girl. Love blush. If I don't put anything on in the day on my face to go out, it is blush, a little bit of concealer, and eyeliner. Okay, and now onto my eyes. This is my Urban Decay primer and my NYX paint pot. So I went out and got a NYX eyeshadow primer in white that's going to really help all the colors show up on my skin. I'm going to add just a little bit with the Q-tip to the bottom part of my eye because I'm going to add color down there. So there it is, primed, prepped, and ready to go. Now this color is called Old Gold, and it is a pigment from my, I love karaoke, it's true. It's very true. It is a pigment from my MAC kit, holiday kit that I got, and I'm just going to spray a brush with some Fix Plus so that I could lap that color really nicely onto the brush. I'm just going to add it to my inner eye. Now this portion of putting on your makeup is, for me, the longest part. It takes a lot of time to blend everything out and to add the right amount of color and to have it be exactly the way I want it to look. And here is the kit that I was talking about. It comes with 5 pigments. 2 of them are glitter, so they're not pigment actually. It comes with 3 pigment and 2 glitter. So the next color I'm going to put on is from my Sephora Blockbuster. It's like a green that has gold in it. It's a light one and a dark one that I mixed together from that palette, and I'm just going to add it to the rest of my eyelid and to the bottom part of my eye. And like I said, this takes a very long time. It takes me about an hour and a half, like when I do full-on makeup, to do my makeup. And that's mainly because I'm looking in the mirror and I'm getting up and doing stuff and I'm picking out colors, because I don't pick it out the day before. I just sit in front of my mirror and look at the colors that I have and decide where to go from there. So yes, I'm just blending out at this point. I'm going to eventually use my Sonia Kashuk brush, the angled stippled brush, and I love to blend everything out with that one. But this is just basic application at this point. The same green, two green colors that I got from my Sephora Blockbuster palette, I'm just going to add that to the bottom part of my eye. Okay, and here's the blush that I like to blend out with, so I'm just going to blend that all out together. so that it evenly fades from old gold into the green that I'm going to use. So for my crease, I have a purple called Mystical or Whimsical or Mystic something. It's a matte color, and I believe it was limited edition, so you can't get it anymore. But I like to substitute my crease color from browns to purple sometimes because they're in the same tonal family on my skin, except for the yeah, it's hot under these lights, guys. Hot. So yes, I use the purple instead of brown because I feel like the purple adds a little bit of something more. The brown is a little bit matte, and the purple adds a little, it just gives it more color, and once again, more, you guessed it, dimension. My eye to line my eyes. I use purple liquid liner on the top, and I use a purple pencil on the bottom. Now for my highlighter, I'm using Woodwink by MAC, and I'm just going to apply it underneath my brow and blend it out towards my lid. So everything looks good, so I'm going to move on to my eyelashes, and these are the dollar eyelashes I got in West Covina. They're the longest I've ever had. The glue I'm using is a Duo, and I'm just going to let it get tacky on the end of the eyelash. Gonna push my own eyelashes down and just apply it as close to my lash line as I can get it. And like I was saying, these are the longest eyelashes I've ever used, and I love them. The style is called Wisp, so they're like a wispy, whimsical look, and it's 100% human hair. And I've worn them twice already, and I really like them. See how pretty they are? Yay, I love them. I feel like it looks so dreamy and whimsical. So for my bottom lashes, I'm using Tarte, and I'm using Benefit. They're real. I'm just gonna try to make them as lush and as even as I can. Moving on to my lips, I couldn't decide between Chestnut or Hodgepodge, and they're almost the same color of lip liner, and in the end I decided to go with Chestnut. So I wiped off some of the moisturizer from my lips, and I put on the Chestnut. I lined my lips with it. Now the reason why I took off some of the moisturizer is because I feel whenever I don't, it doesn't stick to my skin. Like the color of the lip liner doesn't anchor to my lips because of the moisturizer. So I'm gonna line my lips and then add a little bit you know, you saw what I did. And then I'm using a lip color gloss by Bare Minerals called Iced Coffee. And then I'm gonna go over with a lipstick called Buxom, or the brand is Buxom, and the color is called Two Timer. And I'm just gonna put that in the middle of my lip and spread it out. It's kind of it's a lighter color for me, and I feel don't really like it by itself. It's a little too pink or a little too like light or something. It makes my lips look big and dry. So I'm using this motion to take away the color from the inside of my lips so that none of it gets on my teeth. Yay! I like it. It's very natural. My eyes are really dramatic, but my lips are very natural. So then I'm going to go on with my translucent powder, and I'm going to set this color, or set the look. And the 2 times I put this look on, once I used Fix Plus to set it, and the second time I used translucent powder. You know, and you can use whatever, just whatever you're feeling that day. Fix Plus makes me look more dewy, and I like that look on certain days. On certain days, I just want to look more matte. Tired! An hour and a half, guys. An hour and a half of work. So for this look, I actually put a wig on later on, so I'm going to show you pictures of that. And thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please subscribe. Please tell your friends, and have a nice day. Oh, this is Marlene. This is the person who's helped me do all these videos. Thank you. Bye.